Hello everyone, I am Beyza and today me and my friend Afife will talk about short-term electricity demand forecast in Turkey. In here are our outlines with what we will talk about today. Introduction to Turkey electric power supply and demand, the COVID-19 impact on electricity consumption, demand forecasting method, literature review, collection of data, ANTIS result and conclusion. I will start with introduction. Energy is one of the most basic factors used in all areas of life. However, its examination of the country is based on after 1970s. This is because energy crisis began on these dates. In addition, it has attracted more scientific attention since then in terms of energy being an edible element for production process and energy use being an indicator of development. Electricity has been in our life for almost more than a century. Electrical energy is also one of the most important forms of energy for industrialization and improvement of living standards. Dependence on electrical energy worldwide is increasing in parallel with energy. Environmental factors such as global warming or country factors such as external dependence require saving in electrical energy. Under these conditions, regular planning is carried out in production, transmission, and distribution systems to prevent bottlenecks that may occur in the electricity market. Various demand forecasting methods are used to give feasible results of prediction. Electricity demand forecasts to be made and may have an important place in the running, control, and planning of electrical power systems for energy suppliers and consumers, tariff, regulation, and exports. Turkey electric power supply and demand. In this figure, we can see that change of electricity energy installed power in Turkey by year. And it's starting with 1970s to 2020, and it's increasing. In our country, where energy needs are increasing, the necessity of establishing a supply-demand balance is gaining importance day by day. The failure to strike this balance negatively affects the social and economic goals of our developing country. The COVID-19 impact on electricity consumption. With the year 2020, the world faced a new threat that affects all areas of life, negatively affects production in all areas, and paralyzes social life. There was a sharp decline in commercial and industrial electricity use. The coronavirus effects has also been reflected in the electricity demand, and the consumption amount has undergone a great negative change. Due to the enactment of measures against the new type of coronavirus epidemic and the partial or full-time curfews, electricity consumption was moved to homes, supermarkets, and hospitals in April 2020, from places where mass consumption is instant, such as industry, workplace, and educational institutions. However, in terms of solar, wind, hydraulic, and other renewable power plants, since the electricity produced by them is first sent to the grid, they have no obstacle to their operation. As a result, the penetration of renewable energy in the electricity grids will reach the highest levels. Analysis of electricity consumption trends in countries due to the COVID-19 process has had significant effects on behavioral changes in the short and long term. Demand forecast. What is demand forecast? The estimate predicts the outcome of future events by pre-calculating them. In other words, to be able to evaluate the result of events that occurred in the past period, and to see the consequences of the event that may occur in the future period in advance. Demand forecasting is the most accurate and error-free calculation of sales for a service or product or a certain future time. Demand forecasting methods. Many demand prediction methods are used. The most commonly used: artificial neural networks, regression analysis, ARIMA, contractilation model, ARM autoregressive moving average model method, autoregressive. And now, my friends, Afife will continue with literature review.
Literature review. In the estimation of Turkey's electricity demand was estimated by different methods, usually artificial neural networks. A summary of these studies is given in the table. Now I will give an example. One of the authors is Tunç. The article is written in 2006 by using regression analysis. Result of the analysis is Turkey's electricity consumption rates have been estimated for 2010 and 2020. Collection of data. In this paper, adaptive neural fuzzy inference system ANFIS is used in modeling the industrial electricity consumption in Turkey. The 45 years between 1970 and 2020, data used in the study was collected from Turkish Electricity Transmission Company and data and statistics. The data collected include gross generation, import and export. The data is given in table. Development of the adaptive neural fuzzy inference system ANFIS model. Three unique inputs, namely gross generation, import, export, which were the explanatory variables, were used in this work. Also, one output, gross demand, was used in this work. Fuzzification process was performed in the MATLAB Fuzz editor, and the outcome is given in figure 2. The ANFIS structure is given figure 3, which shows the 3 input neurons with each neuron connected to 3 membership functions, as it is also in the fuzzy part of the system. The number of fuzzy logic rules used was 27, as shown in figure 4. The ANFIS graphic user interface showing the error of the epoch is shown in figure 5. Results based on table, the actual industrial power consumed and the ANFIS model predicted industrial power consumed. The estimated demand for electricity and actual electricity demand were compared based on fuzzy logic rules. Conclusion. Development and evaluation of adaptive neural fuzzy inference system ANFIS model for characterizing the industrial power consumption in Turkey is presented. Forecasting the Turkey's electricity consumption with the country's economic performance in the short term will be more meaningful, and it would provide more reliable data for the policymakers and investors. Thank you for listening us.